Hello and welcome to the business team update from the Townet team. And it's April. So let's get into it. Over to you, Kilian.
Thank you, Fola, and hi, everybody. So this month there was a focus mainly on two tasks. One was the work on the white paper. So Fola and I are working on an updated white paper because the previous one, I think, is from 2020 and was about 70 pages long. So we're looking to create a much more trimmed down version that covers mainly just the essentials of what we've been building. We've come a long way, handed the white paper to Ohad for further feedback, and now the next step is to implement the feedback from Ohad. To be able to ship it to you guys. Another focus point has been the outreach to developers and researchers in the field of formal methods applied to blockchain. The goal is to have more people using Tau language to build useful apps, and we get strong interest from experts in that field and now are looking to deepen these relationships. Also, we had the interview of Ohad going live on Machine Learning Street Talk on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Just type in Ohad MLST. You will find it. And there's been some great feedback coming in on that front, also below the video. And I have had answering some of the questions and comments below the interview. And then we also had another exciting event this month, which was the patent that was being granted. So just a quick summary, our newly granted patent lets software reason about their own behavior using a consistent and decidable logic. So it solves a core problem in logic by allowing systems to safely refer to their own sentences in the same language. And this enables software to be synthesized and updated automatically from formal requirements with no bugs, no manual coding, and full user control over how it evolves. Which is a major step towards safe AI and the foundation for TauNet. And I basically had preparing the announcement for that matter. So at least two really great events for this month. Yeah, and last but not least, the community member of the month is PTT for creating insightful demos with Tau language that can be found in the Tau language section of the Tau forum, which can be found at tau.forum. Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. All right, over to you, Igor. You're up.
Thank you, Fola, and hello, everyone. So for this month, I was mostly working on the custom thumbnails for our monthly update. As we have mentioned previously, we're going to work more about having it a little bit more mimetic way or just make it more interesting for users to click on. Created a Medium article for the patent that was released and essentially just did some other design work, such as the updated TowNet Genesis diagram. This is currently available on the TowNet website on the homepage. We just made it a little bit, I guess, better and refreshed just because we added some coloring there, and it's going to be easier for the user to understand how the Tau transactions are flowing and creating a next node onto the blockchain. Keeping up the update, of course, with plugins and add-ons on both websites. Also made sure to fix some of the small errors that I came across, some hyperlinks, and basically some other things I've just noticed, just very, very small things that had to be fixed. We also added the patent tab onto the Tower AI website. You will be able to find it into the research tab. There are currently 2 available patents. I also designed the newsletter image and provided the feedback onto the white paper, as Kilian previously mentioned. There's also going to be some work on the diagrams and maybe some images that is going to be implemented into the white paper. There's still yet to be discussed. And we also registered our GitHub repository on the Crypto Miso. So this is like a website that kind of follows the updates being done into the GitHub. We're just waiting to see whether we were going to be accepted at one point. And as also Kilian mentioned is I was doing some research on the developers, basically AI researchers, formal method researchers, blockchain as well, basically the people who are interested in what we are building. So I created some lists and I provided to the team for further examination and probably connection with them. That's all for this month. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Igor. And from my end, I've been mostly working on really directing the team on the developer growth and interest in, gaining more interest in people who are obviously interested in formal methods in blockchain. That's been discussed quite a lot earlier in some of our videos. This is already something that we can start to get people to sink their teeth into. Obviously, it's going to be a lot better when Tau language is in even a much more fleshed out state. But that's something we really want to start this groundwork early, get the research in, start to have these initial conversations, because it is such a exciting and important product for the world of blockchain and software in general. So that's been a big focus for us. Another thing is the parser. In creating this project, we've created a very beautiful parser, and one of the focuses that we have internally is getting this parser on the shelf and being able to utilize that to have sales in Agoras. So we want to add to the utility and get enterprise utility for the Agoras token. And that's been another effort that we're going to bring on someone to help us create or finish off some aspects of the documentation that's necessary for us to get it on the shelf. And then once we have that, we could do that and start to have a bit more of a marketing effort, sales effort around that, and generate some more enterprise revenue, which is beneficial for some of the, obviously, the VC stuff as well that I mentioned on the Q&A. And again, just mostly focusing on Taunet from the developer's perspective, from the marketing team's perspective, just all roads leading to Rome, just making sure that everything's really aligned on that. I guess it's go time. It is go time. So yeah, that about wraps it up. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, follow us on all of our socials. That's Tau_net on Twitter. That's Taunet on Telegram. And that's Taunet Agrs on Reddit. Cheers.